A historian betrayed by his best friend. Lee Seojun lost everything. His life now hinges on a single bet. Was that choice for revenge or redemption?
The 100-year reset. A single insight from a historian compelling him to risk it all. Betrayal by a friend. In a single moment, everything turned to ash. Lee Seojun, historian, financially ruined.
Is there really no other way? Is there nothing I can get approved for in my own name?
I'm sorry, Mr. Lee. The amount your friend took out in your name, fraudulently, is $1 million. You don't have the means to repay it, so our hands are tied. We have to follow procedure.
I understand.
The call ended. Silence filled the small, empty room. It was the moment his faith in humanity was completely shattered. Just then, Jisu, his girlfriend, opened the door.
Seojun, are you okay? No, of course you're not.
Jisu, you should leave me. It's fine. I'm broke. I'm drowning in debt.
What are you talking about?
Without a word, Jisu placed an old passbook on his desk.
What is this?
It's everything I have, $10,000.
Are you crazy? Why are you giving this to me? My credit is shot.
I know. That's why I'm giving it to you. I might not trust people, but I trust your insight.
What?
You always said it. History repeats itself, and that the flow of money follows a clear pattern. That 100-year cycle you're always talking about. I believe in that. Use this to get back on your feet.
Seojun couldn't look up, his hand gripping the passbook. The one person who believed in him. He had to protect her, no matter what. He stepped out for some air, clutching that passbook, that $10,000 in his hand. The roar of an engine, an unfamiliar high-end sports car pulled up in front of him. The man who stepped out was Jae-hyuk.
Wow, Lee Seojun, you still live here? You look like hell.
Jae-hyuk, you.
Whoa. Don't look at me like you're gonna kill me. Come on, even if you'd kept that money, you would have just let it sit there and rot.
My $1 million. Give it back, you.
Give it back. Ha ha ha. See, Seojun? This is why you're a loser, still buried in your 19th century history books.
Jae-hyuk waved his phone, a Bitcoin chart glowing on the screen.
This is how the world works now. This is money. This is the future. Oh, right? Your credit is shot. Guess you can't even buy this, huh? What a pity. Well, hang in there. I'm busy. Places to be.
Seojun's hand, holding the $10,000 passbook, was trembling with rage. From that day on, Seojun dove in. He worked like a man possessed. He wasn't looking for faith in humanity. He was looking for certainty in the system.
1944, Bretton Woods. The dollar was pegged to gold. 1971, the Nixon shock. The gold standard abolished. And now, we're approaching exactly 100 years. It's the dollar reset. It's coming. It's inevitable.
His eyes, scanning hundreds of reports and papers, suddenly stopped.
What's this? XRP holder distribution?
He looked back and forth between the distribution chart on the monitor and the old 1944 map spread across his desk. A shiver ran down his spine.
No way. US 50% lockup. Korea, Japan, the UK, Australia. This is the Free Market Alliance.
His voice was trembling with certainty.
This is a repeat of Bretton Woods 1944. This is the blueprint for the next system, for the Free Market Alliance. Eureka!
Just then, Jisu, who was watching TV, called out to him.
Seojun, you have to see this!
The TV news was blaring with reports of Bitcoin skyrocketing.
Bitcoin is shattering records day after day, fueling a nationwide frenzy. People are reporting they've become millionaires overnight.
Seojun.
Yeah.
Jae-hyuk, I heard Jae-hyuk used our money to buy that.
What?
Shouldn't we? Isn't that how we get our revenge? If we buy that, we could make our money back fast and maybe even buy a house.
Seojun looked down at the $10,000 passbook, Jisu's last remaining hope. On one side, he saw the blueprint of the system, XRP. On the other, Jisu's tears and the frenzy of the masses, BTC.
All right, let's do this. We're buying XRP.
Betrayed by his friend, Seojun lost his faith in humanity. Ironically, his life is now held together by one desperate responsibility: to protect the one person who trusted him. His cold, hard insight points the 100-year blueprint, HXRP. But her tears are pulling him toward the frenzy right in front of him. BTC, if your greatest weakness and your greatest responsibility forced you to make this choice, what would you do?
Seojun couldn't turn away from Jisu's desperate tears. He chose her desperation over his own cold insight.
All right, let's do this. We're buying Bitcoin. I just want you to be okay, Jisu, and I will get revenge on that bastard Jae-yuk.
Seojun's choice looked like the right answer. In 1 year, that $10,000 became $500,000.
Did you see this, Jisu? $500,000. $500,000.
Oh my gosh. Is that really our money?
This is just the beginning. This'll hit $1 million, $2 million, easy. Everything that bastard Jae-yuk stole. We're getting it all back with this.
The thirst for revenge, the numbers on the screen. For a moment, Seojun forgot his own insight. But contrary to Seojun's excitement, Jisu's face grew darker with each passing day.
What's wrong, Jisu? We're about to be rich.
Seojun,
Yeah?
I'm scared.
Scared? Of what?
It doesn't feel like our money. It feels like it's going to vanish when I wake up. I can't sleep at night. Seojun, can we just $100,000? Can we just cash out $100,000 and put a deposit on a small apartment? Please, I think. I'd be so happy just with that.
What? No, Jisu. This is going higher. Only an idiot would sell now. I told you, it's going to $1 million.
Please. All I want is to eat dinner with you in peace, to sleep without worrying. This money, stressing about it every day, it's too much.
Seojun looked into her desperate eyes, the same eyes that had believed in his vision when he had nothing else. Her happiness came first, even before his own insight.
Okay, you're right. Your happiness comes first. $100,000. Let's cash it out.
A small rental apartment, secured with that $100,000 deposit. For the first time in a long time, they woke up to a peaceful morning.
This is nice. Just being here with you, I finally feel like I can breathe.
Just then, breaking news flashed across the TV.
We have breaking news. The Bank for International Settlements, the BAS, has just announced a new standard for international payments between free market alliance nations.
What?
This new system is based on XRP. And wait, more news coming in. At the G7 finance ministers meeting, Bitcoin has been officially designated as an illicit asset, and all institutional banks have been ordered to halt trading immediately.
Seojun frantically tried to log into his account.
Ah.
The sell button wouldn't work. A wave of global panic selling had frozen all trading.
I can't sell.
The account still held $400,000. That number was plummeting towards zero in real time. It was all over in an instant. Seojun's insight had been correct. Just then, a call came from a friend.
Oh, really? Okay, got it.
What's wrong?
Seojun, did you hear about Jae-yuk? He got too greedy. Didn't cash out a single penny. He's completely wiped out.
Seojun and Jisu looked at the account balance, now reading zero. Then they looked at each other. They were standing in the warm apartment they had secured with that $100,000. Seojun had gone against his insight, the wrong choice. But Jisu's prudence helped him avoid the worst.
Jisu, thank you.
What should we have for dinner?
They had lost $400,000, but they had protected the stability secured with that $100. Their real happiness. In the midst of the storm, their relationship had only grown stronger.
In the end, Seojun's cold insight was exactly right, but he made the wrong choice to protect his partner. Ironically, because he listened to her wise advice during that wrong choice, he managed to avoid total catastrophe. The choice made for revenge went to zero, but the $100,000 he cashed out to protect love, that became their real-world happiness. But what if on that day he had ignored her anxiety and trusted his insight to the very end?
Seojun looked into Jisu's anxious eyes and gripped her hand tight.
All right, let's do this. We're buying XRP. Jisu, just 5 years. Just trust my insight and hold on.
Jisu's last $10,000. Seojun had bet everything on his insight. That very evening,
Bitcoin has surged 30% today.
the sound from the TV made Jisu's face go pale.
Seojun, did we?
Jisu, don't waver.
No, it's okay. I trust you.
Jisu didn't blame him, but from that day, their real hardship began. 1 year, 2 years, 4 years passed. Contrary to Seojun's vision, XRP was mocked as a junk coin, its price going nowhere. They had to leave their small apartment and move somewhere even smaller. They were barely surviving, working multiple part-time jobs.
Still watching it?
I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm hungry. Let's get something to eat.
Dinner was cup ramen from a convenience store. It was a cold winter night, in their 4th year.
Jisu,
Yeah? What?
Seojun looked at Jisu's exhausted face, her hands chapped from the cold wind.
you're suffering so much because of me. This difficult, stupid path. Thank you for walking it with me all this time.
Jisu just smiled, placing her hand over his.
I believe in your insight.
Their bond, forged in this grueling hardship, was becoming unbreakable. And then, on the day that marked exactly 5 years, Seojun's prediction became reality.
We have breaking news. The Bank for International Settlements, the BIS, has just announced a new standard for international payments between free market alliance nations.
Jisu,
This new system is based on XRP. And wait, more news coming in. The G7 finance ministers have designated all unregulated cryptocurrencies, especially Bitcoin, as illicit assets, and are moving to freeze all of them.
Oh my god.
Just then, a friend's call came in.
What? Really? Okay.
what is it?
It's Yehyuk. He didn't cash out a penny. He's totally ruined.
With trembling hands, Seojun logged into his account. XRP, the junk coin he had bought for next to nothing. It was now the free market currency itself. Overnight, its value had exploded, multiplying thousands of times over. The $10,000 had become an unimaginable number.
Seojun.
Seojun slowly turned to look at Jisu. Tears streamed down his face.
Jisu,
He pulled her into a tight embrace.
I kept my promise. I kept my promise to you. And happiness. This is real happiness. Ah, Jensen. Hey, yeah, it's Seojun. Listen, my graphics card is acting up. No, a new one. No, I like this one. Any chance you could swing by and take a look?
More than the money. Through 5 years of hardship, they had already forged something far more valuable. True trust.
The choice that looked like success brought $100,000 of real-world stability. The choice that looked like failure brought redemption 5 years later. But the real key to both endings wasn't the choice itself. What protected that $100,000 of stability and what allowed them to endure 5 years of hardship was who was by their side. Maybe the right answer in life isn't about what you choose, but whose hand you're holding along the way.